Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you've been doing well. Today I want to do a comparison video between the Marc Jacobs Traveler Tote Bag, and I have the regular size or the large size, as well as the mini size. I do not have the small size, but I will insert a photo of it, of one that I saw at Neiman's recently, and it's in this gorgeous dusty pink color that I was so tempted to buy. I don't think the small is going to be for me, to be honest. I am really happy with the regular size and the mini size for now, so we'll see how that goes. And then I do have some other totes to just kind of compare them with. I've already done videos on these, so I will link to those if you're interested in watching, but I will just kind of briefly compare the Chloe Woody tote as well as the Celine cabas tote. So sorry, these are all kind of bigger bags, so I'm trying to get them in the frame so you guys can see. So without further ado, let's get started. I did get this bag last spring and I do really enjoy it a lot. This is the mini size in the leather version, so it is slightly more expensive. I don't remember any of the prices off the top of my head, so I do apologize about that, but I will write the price in the description box below for what I paid. And I don't know if there's been a price increase or not. I don't think there has been, but I did get this about a year ago, so just keep that in mind. And I did get this one more recently. I will link to that video if you're interested in watching. And I purchased this from Essence with a 15% off sale, although I do think you can find it for 20% off at some other retailers. And Marc Jacobs is usually the kind of brand that is not excluded from sales, so whenever there's a sale at Farfetch or 24S or Essence or any of those sites, definitely be sure to check out the Marc Jacobs line if you're interested in these bags, because you can probably get a discount on them, so that always helps. And I did purchase this because I thought it would be really nice to just have a bigger, easy grab and go tote bag, especially one that zips up, which is really nice just for any sort of like weekend trips or car rides or airplane travel, especially because I do need to carry a lot more when I travel on an airplane. I thought this would be really helpful. I do really also like the very large handle drop right here because it just makes it so much more comfortable to carry. So I'll get into all the pros and cons and first impressions. I have worn this bag a few times already, so there isn't much wear and tear to show because it is still pretty new and it looks pretty new, but I'll just kind of go over what my experience has been so far. And so here is the mini one again, and just to go over the very quick sort of like more general aesthetics that are different. Obviously this is leather, so it's going to be a little bit heftier. The canvas is lighter, but unfortunately I don't have a scale, so I can't tell you which one feels heavier. I still think this one does feel a little bit heavier, to be honest, just because it is leather. The canvas is very sturdy, which is nice. However, if you do put a lot in this bag, and there's one time when I had to carry a lot of stuff with me and I was walking a lot, I definitely could feel it after a while. So if you do need to carry a lot in this bag, I would certainly recommend taking a car, or, you know, if it's for travel or something like that. I probably wouldn't use this bag when days you have to mostly walk and also carry a lot of stuff. But if you are driving somewhere or you're traveling somewhere where you're not necessarily walking with such a heavy bag, I think this is really great because it can fit so much stuff. So they both have the tote bag written on them. What is different is this one, it is kind of like printed on the canvas. And with this one, it's kind of like on the canvas. I don't want to scratch it because I kind of feel like if you were to scratch it with your nails, like the white part would come off a little bit, but it's like on the canvas part of it and it's on there pretty sturdily. Like I don't think this is going to rub off very easily with wear and tear. With the leather version, it's kind of imprinted on there with something, and it's very smooth to the touch. And I'm also a little scared that if I were to somehow scratch this with my nails, I would never do that on purpose, but let's just say for some accidental reason something really sharp kind of like went across the side of the bag, I do sort of feel like the white part would rub off and scratch off. So that is one thing I've been trying to be a little bit more careful about, because I just don't want anything to happen to this part of the bag right here. They're both pretty identical, and on the back side you can see that there's a little patch where it says the Marc Jacobs, whereas this part, the patch is in leather, so there's that. But they both say the exact same thing: the Marc Jacobs style tote bag, location NYC, year 1984. This one is a little bit easier to see because it's kind of in white contrast, whereas this one, it kind of blends in a little bit more with the color of the bag, so you can't really tell as much. The other similarities is that they both have a top handle right here and right here. This one, the top handle is really just for the crook of your arm or just to hold it, whereas this one you can comfortably carry it over your shoulder. So you can just see how much space I have, and it's very comfortable carry and really nice. This one would not go over my shoulder, unfortunately, but that's okay. It does make up for it because it comes with a strap right here. Sorry about the sirens, you guys. It does come with a strap right here with the matching gold hardware, which I love. I actually would consider getting kind of a thicker strap for this, but I just haven't found one that I really like yet and that would match and go well with this bag. And the leather one does come with a dust bag. So here is the dust bag that the leather version comes with. The canvas version does not come with a dust bag, at least mine didn't. I don't know if anyone else's did. So they both have zippers. This one is in gold hardware, and here is a zipper right here. And this one, the zipper is in black. So let me just zip it up for you guys so you guys can see. And there is the zipper. They both do have a little bit of a gap right here. And with this one, let me zip this up so you guys can see as well. The gap is right here. It's pretty minimal, to be honest, so unless you had some really small items and you were kind of doing this with your bag, I don't really think anything's gonna fall out. And obviously that would be much harder to do with this bag, to just kind of like go like this. It is possible that things could come out, but for the most part, I wouldn't worry about that happening. I don't know if this is only for the leather versions or if it is also just because it's just the size of it, but this one does have a magnetic kind of pull tab right here, and it kind of clips to the inner side of this little leather tab, so it just clips together and stays in place, whereas this larger version, again, I don't know if it's because it's larger or because it's just canvas, does not have that tab. So it's just kind of like hanging out right here, but there really isn't a way for it to kind of stick together. So you can either do this, you can just kind of pop it in like that to kind of keep it a little bit more secure, or you can just kind of leave it hanging out. It's up to you. I don't really have a preference either way. And yeah, other than that, I would say those are just kind of the main differences in design and style, but as you can see, they are very, very similar bags. Pretty much the only difference is the size and the material. And let me just do measurements for you guys really quickly. So for the mini version, the measurements are like so. It's about 10 inches across and approximately 8 inches, maybe 9 inches. As far as the depth, at least the base of the bag at the very bottom, it is roughly about 5 inches. And with this one, much bigger. So we have, it's roughly 16 inches across. It is about 13 inches tall. And if you really widen the bag as kind of far as it can go, I think it's almost 7 inches across right here at the very bottom. So it can definitely fit a lot. And for the handle drop, this handle drop is about 4.5 inches. And this handle drop is roughly 10 inches. So definitely a very big difference in the handle drop. As far as the interior of the bag, this is just one big compartment right here. It does have a zipper pocket here for things that you want to keep a little bit more secure, as well as 2 open flap pockets here and here. And it says the Marc Jacobs in black right there. And there are no other pockets on the sides. It also has this kind of Marc Jacobs lining where it says Marc Jacobs down the piping on the inside of the bag on 4 sides. So here and here. And then on this side right here, it might be hard to tell, but it's right there. And also on this side right here. So it goes all the way down on the inside of the bag. This one, it looks like this on the inside. It is also just one compartment. Similar, does have this like hanging pocket right here. There is no zippered compartment on this one though. So it has one open flap, which is kind of where I keep the tag right here. There's also pieces of hardware here and also on this side where you can hook the bag strap. And there's no sort of like special piping in here. It doesn't really say the Marc Jacobs. It only has the Marc Jacobs right here. The bottom of the bag looks like this. And the bottom of the canvas bag looks like this. I'm not going to do a very in-depth what fits because this bag is huge and can fit so much stuff. So if I were to do a real what fits, we could be here all day. So we're not going to do that, but I will kind of just show you guys with my wallet and my computer laptop, just kind of how much more space you have to play with. Here's my long wallet. This is the LV Sarah wallet, and I'm just going to stick it in here. So here it is at the very bottom. You have so much space for other stuff. I know this is technically their mini size, but I don't consider this a mini bag by any means. To me, this is definitely a small size bag, and you can fit so much in here. here, and I think it's just the way that it's designed, this kind of like miniature tote with the handles and the kind of like square-ish compartment right here where it's just one big open space. It can fit so much stuff, and I do find this bag very, very comfortable and really cute. And if you were just to have the wallet in this, there is so much space. You can't even really see it because it's like such a cavernous hole, but there it is at the very, very bottom, and you just have so much space around it. With the mini size, it does not fit a laptop. I know it looks like it might be able to, but it's just a little bit too big. And I think part of that is with the way that this is designed. There are, I don't know if you guys can see this, but there's a little bit of stitching right here and right here on all four corners of the bag, which kind of cinches these leather parts together, and it kind of prevents it from like opening out too wide. And so because of that, you can't really open it in a way that would kind of fit something like a laptop. Like, I'm not even gonna try because I just don't want to damage this bag. So they are roughly the same size, as you can tell, but you would not be able to carry a 13-inch laptop into this mini bag. I think you could probably fit an iPad. It depends on what size iPad you have. I have a super, super old mini iPad, and it fits in here just fine. And to show you guys, so here is the laptop, here is the large tote bag. It goes in here, it fits, it probably goes, let's see, so if I'm feeling it correctly, it goes up to like the middle of the T right here. So look at all this extra space you have on top of where the computer lands. And obviously because a laptop is very thin, you still have so much other space for other things. So because this bag is fairly new, there's really no wear and tear to show, which is kind of to be expected. But I will say that as much as I love the straps right here, the straps are nice. They stay up. So if you were to just kind of sit the bag down, the straps just stay up. They don't flop around, which is really, really nice. So that's one thing I really do like about this bag, and I do really like the long strap handle. It is just so comfortable to carry, and it just feels like I can still move my body around a lot, and I'm just not having a really full bag kind of just like all up in my armpit. The only thing is I do kind of wish they were slightly more padded. They are a little bit on the thinner side, and they're very stiff, and so I have noticed if this bag is really full and I've been walking around all day, it definitely starts to dig into my shoulders a little bit. So that is one con with this bag. I do kind of wish the straps were either a little bit wider or maybe more padded somehow. Other than that, I don't really have any cons about this bag. That might be the only thing that I don't really like about it. I really, really love this color. I was really drawn to this color. I've heard a lot of people say that the canvas attracts a lot of lint. I personally haven't experienced that yet, but again, the bag is fairly new, so I would be interested to see if it does kind of gather lint over time. I know the black one, I've heard other YouTubers just say that it just is a lint magnet. I do have a lint roller, so it's not a problem for me, and I don't have any pets, so I don't know if maybe that's a reason why I haven't seen that much lint yet, so we'll see. I'll keep you guys posted. But other than that, I have to say this is such an easy grab and go tote. I think the price point was really good too. With the sale, I got it for less than $200, which I know obviously Marc Jacobs isn't a prestige designer brand. Like this is not, you're not comparing this to a Chanel DeVoe tote or, you know, something like that. I do think for the price point and the functionality, this bag will fit my lifestyle pretty well. So I'm kind of excited to incorporate it, especially for all the summer travel I have coming up. I think this is going to be really great. Speaking of travel, my other thing that I really wish this bag had, I wish it had a luggage strap right here where I could kind of secure it on top of a carry-on luggage. I think that would make this bag perfect, to be honest, because I really do like that. When I travel, I'm kind of like running through the airport, and I travel so much that I really like having some sort of security to put my personal item on top of my carry-on suitcase with wheels, so that it's just kind of a little bit more secure and I can kind of zip through the airport really quickly without worrying about this bag kind of falling off. So that would be one really, really nice feature. Yeah, other than that, I think this is going to be just a really great summer tote, and super, super excited. Let me just quickly show you guys in visual comparison what this looks like with two of my other most used tote bags. So here I have the Celine Cabas tote, and this is in the size small. It is this really, really pretty kind of like slate gray color, and I picked this up pre-loved in Japan maybe 2 years ago. I think it was right before the pandemic started, and you can cinch this up by kind of like tying this like this, or kind of just like cinching it together. I don't really do that, to be honest. I just kind of keep it open. Here is just kind of like a visual comparison. So it's interesting. I feel like on camera, these bags are kind of showing up as very, very similar in size. But to be honest, in real life, it does sort of feel like this bag is bigger and can hold a lot more. But here's the side view and the back view of both these bags. Sorry, I know it's a little bit hard to get them both in frame, but I'm doing my best. This one I do have a bag organizer in. So that sort of helps fill it out a little bit. I kind of don't think I'm going to get an organizer for this. Never say never, but for now I kind of don't really feel like I need one. And then here is my Chloe Woody tote, which I love. You guys, I still really, really love this bag. I pretty much use it every day to go to work if it's not raining. Um, it's just like the perfect work size for me. It can just fit everything I need and nothing more than that, which is kind of great because I do have a tendency to fill my bags to the brim, but especially because I walk to and from work, I don't want to carry a bag that's too heavy. And this has just been like such a great work bag. I do really, really love it. However, I did end up getting this bag, as I explained in my last video, just because I sometimes do need something that's a little bit bigger, especially for travel. So here are the two tote bags side by side, and here's the side view right there, and then the back right there. And also, same thing, these bags kind of show up fairly similar in size. I think you can tell this one is a little bit bigger, but I think where the biggest difference is comes in the sides right here. So you can see clearly when you do the side view how there's this much space and there's like this much space. Like it's like bigger than, it's about the size of my hand, like right here. And so that capacity actually adds a lot, where you can fit so much more into the Marc Jacobs tote versus the Chloe Woody tote. And I think with the Marc Jacobs tote, because of the way that this particular canvas is, you can really kind of just like expand it, and there's just more give in the particular design. So I think one thing about the Chloe Woody tote is that, as you can see with the sides, this naturally curves in right here and right here. And yes, if you were to fill it out completely, it might go straight, but there isn't the kind of fabric here where it kind of flops to the side in the way that this one does. So you can see this one is kind of designed where it's shaped more like a V, where the sides, it's much larger in the top than it is on the bottom, where the sides like jut out like this versus in inverse like this. So that really allows you to fit a lot more than you think you might. Whereas with the Chloe Woody tote, it looks like a straight rectangle from far away, but if you were to kind of look at it from this way, it's not, because the sides kind of curve in right here and right here. And same thing with this, is even though it is a rectangle, the sides don't kind of like naturally curve in the way that they do with the Chloe Woody tote. So you can see it's like a straight line right here and right here. And also it does have a little bit of give. Like if you really were to like stuff this bag, the fabric would kind of come out a little bit to kind of make space for your extra items in a way that the Chloe Woody tote doesn't. And they are very different kinds of canvases. Like this is a very thick canvas with a lot of threading in between. And this is just kind of like, I don't know if this is like regular canvas, but it's just it's a very different feel in my opinion. I think that is mostly it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you found this helpful. If you like this video and would give it a thumbs up, I would really, really appreciate it. And if you would subscribe to my channel, that would really mean the world to me. If there are any questions about any of these bags, let me know in the comments and I will do my best to respond. I hope you guys all have a wonderful day, and I will see you next time. Bye!